지금부터 시작하도록 하겠습니다. So, okay, class, okay. We just have found out the meaning of some important words in the story about Camper family. Yes. So I guess you can read the story more easily than ever before. So, can you remember? Can you remember what we're talking about today? Yes, the topic. Yes, we're talking about the 5 W's and 1 H today. Yes, so I said we're actually going to describe a picture like a news reporter. But before that, I think it would be much better for you to read the story based on 5 W's and 1 H first. Then it will help you to understand the structure of 5 W's and 1 H. Okay. So, is there anyone who can remember the components of 5 W's and 1 H? Yongjun. Yeah, Yongjun. What was the component of 5 W's and 1 H? That's right. First, we have who? Good job, good job. And what do we have? What else do we have? What else do we have as the 5 W's and 1 H? Okay, Jiung. Jiung, great job. We have what? We have what as the components of 5 W's and 1 H.
너무 심하지 않아요, 그러면? 진짜? 아니, 그거 공부해도 못 맞추는 거잖아. 무슨 내가 그냥.
Okay, so every one of you seems to know the components of 5 W's and 1 H. Yes, I guess you read a lot of newspaper articles at home. How smart you are. So, based on these 5 W's and 1 H, I created 6 questions. Yes, 6 questions on the screen about the story of Camper family. So, what you have to do is, you will read the story. You will read the story with you will read the story with your partner, and you would better find out the information about Camper family based on these 6 questions. Yeah, isn't it be helpful? Isn't it going to be helpful for you to find information based on 5 W's and 1 H? Yes, you can practice it to write this description of picture later. So I will give you 7 minutes. So Chun, what you have to do? That's right, you have to find out the information in the Camper family based on these 5 W's and 1 H question. Great. So, are you guys ready? So, with your partner, if you're ready, let's start. So, okay. So, you guys were really fast learners. You guys used only 5 minutes to find all the information. How fast we are. How fast you are, yes. So let's find out what kinds of information you found in the story about Camper family, shall we? Yeah. So let's talk about who first. Yes. Is there anyone who can answer to the first question? Who are in the Camper family? Okay, Jisun. That's right. In the Camper family, there are Janet, Kevin, Thomas, and Sally. Okay, so is it right, class? Is there anyone? Is some other one in the Camper family beside these 4 people? Yes, there are only 4 people in the Camper family. Good job, Jisun. And then let's talk about what. Yes, the question was, what did Thomas like the most? Okay, Yongjun. What did Thomas like the most? That's right, Thomas liked gorillas the most. So is this right, class? The favorite animal of Thomas is gorillas? That's right. So, okay, Yongjun, you also did a great job. Okay, you found out all the information correctly, and that's exactly same with the story you just read. Okay, so we just practiced how the 5 W's and 1 H can be used in the story. So we're going to actually describe a interesting picture by yourself like a news reporter. But before we move on to the picture description, I think you can find something strange in the story we just read. Yes. Can you find it? Can you guess what is so strange with the story? Yes. Yes, Chun? That's right. The final story, the final part of the story is empty. Yeah, there's no final part in the story we just read about Camper Family. So before we move on to the next activity, how about filling out this empty part by our own imagination? Yes, it's really frustrating to just go through this strange part. Yes. So with your partner, I will give you 6 minutes. I will give you 6 minutes. So during that 6 minutes, you're going to write the following story of this story we just read. Yes, but writing by yourself can be really hard. So I think you can find 2 clues that can help you to write. Can you guess what those clues are? Mhm. Okay, Jisung. Great. One of the clues is the picture under the stories. Yes, you can use the picture under the story to write the following part of the story. Yes. And is there anyone who can guess the other clue? Oh, yeah. Sujong? That's right. You can use the last sentence of the story. Yeah, the last sentence of the story we just read because it can be connected to the following part. So can we read the last sentence together? Okay. So last sentence was great. Let's read it together. 1, 2, 3. Thomas climbed up the fence and yeah, that was the last sentence. So I'll give you 6 minutes once again with your partner. Using these 2 clues, let's write the following part of this story. Okay, so are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to use your imagination? Great. So if you're ready, let's start. Okay. So you guys seems to finish writing. Yes, all of you. Is there anyone who need more time? No one? Okay. So when I was walking around the classroom, I could feel the passion of your imagination to describe the following scene of the story of the Camper family. Good job. So, to praise your passion, let's share your own story with your friends. So, is there anyone who want to share your story? Okay, Usong. Okay. So can you come out in front of the classroom? Let's give him a big hand. Yes. So, Usong, are you ready? If you're ready, you can read out your story to your classmates. Okay. If you're ready, you can go. Okay, let's give him another big hand. Good job. Usong, you can go back to your seat. Okay. Well done, Usong. You guys did a really great job. Yes, his story, Usong's story, was really interesting. Yeah. Can you remember the story? Yes, of course, Thomas fell down to the gorilla cage and he came back to the outside the fence by himself. Yes, it's quite funny. It's quite funny because he's 3 years old and he's like a Superman. Yes, your story quite imaginative and creative. Yes, that's a good thing. But class, I just heard something strange in his story. Yes. Usong, your story was great. Your story was great. But before we move on to the next activity, let's find out something strange in his story. So Usong said, gorillas, gorillas hold Thomas, blah blah blah. So, what is so strange about this sentence I just wrote? Yes, Tron. That's great, that's great. We are talking about the past event. Yes, you can see how the story is written in the past tense. So we can know the story is about the past event. Yes, not the present event. Udon, can you guess? Can you guess what is so strange with this? Yes, you wrote other sentences right, but for this sentence you used the present verb. So instead of these, we have to use the, that's right, Usong, past version of the verb hold. The past verb of the hold would be held. Great, held. So Usong, you also did a good job to find your own strange thing in your sentence. Okay, that's good, that's good. He corrected himself. That's really hard work to see what you're doing by yourself. Yes, great. So, Usong, your story was great, but let's keep this in mind after this. Okay. So, it's time for you. It's time for you, actually. Yes. We are going to write a description like a news reporter based on the 5Ws and 1H. Yes. So, can you see the screen? Can you see the screen? Yes, you can see some. That's right, polar bears. You can see some polar bears in the picture. Yes, but sadly, this is not the picture you're going to describe. Yes, you have more interesting picture to describe with. Mhm. So what is this picture for? Yeah, before you write the description, before you describe the scene or picture by yourself, I want to show you how the teacher described the picture. Well, that rhymes, teacher picture, yes. How the teacher describes the picture based on 5Ws and 1H. Okay. Wouldn't it be great? Yes, it would be helpful for you to first read the story I just wrote. Okay. So, here you are. And you can see the story I just wrote. I just wrote at the next to the picture I just showed you. Yes, you can see the screen. Yes, that's the description I just wrote. And also you can see on your worksheet, yes, on your worksheet, you can see the table based on this. Yes, table based on 5Ws and 1H. Can you find it? Yes, hold it on your hand, let's shake it. You can find it. Okay, great, there it is. So, we're going to read this story together and find out what kind of information I used based on 5Ws and 1H. Yes, about this picture. Yeah, before you write it. Great. So let's read out the first sentence together, shall we? Okay, 1, 2, 3. There are polar bears near their igloo. Okay. So how many pieces of information you can find in this sentence? Yes, there are two information. So can you guess? Can you guess what kinds of information is used in this sentence? Okay. Okay, Jisun. That's right. First we used who. We used who. And the information about who is, that's right, polar bears. Polar bears. Great job. And then, what kind of information? What kind of information I used to write the first sentence? Yes, there's one more. Yes, that's right, Chun. Near their igloo. I used the information near their igloo. Yes. So what kinds of information is it? That's right, I used the where. I used the where to write this sentence. Near their igloo. Great. So like this, we can see the picture or scene we're going to describe and find these kinds of information. And we can use these information to write the description. Yes. Isn't it easy? Isn't it simple? Okay, you can also do it. You can also be the news reporter. Okay. So now it's really your time. Now it's really your time. You are now going to write your own description about the picture I just showed you. Okay. So, can you see the picture? Yes, this picture is the picture I just prepared for you. Yes, you are going to describe this picture. So, with your partner, you're going to describe this picture. Yes. But before we write the description, I already mentioned you have to find out the information. So I just prepared another table like this under the picture on your worksheet. As you can find it? Okay. So with your partner, first let's find out the information about picture based on 5 W's and 1 H. And then, based on the information you found, let's write a nice piece of description, like a newspaper reporter. So, Chisun, what you have to do first? Yes, with your partner, you have to find out the information about the text based on 5 W's and 1 H. Great. And then what you have to do? Jiun? Yes, based on the information, you can write a picture description about this picture. Okay. I'll give you 13 minutes. How many minutes I'll give to you? 13 minutes. Great. So are you guys ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's write it. It's a great job. Okay. Okay. So, so you guys all wrote your own description, I guess. Yes, everyone has stopped writing. So, but unlike the other days, yes, usually I just collected all your writings and assessed it by myself. But today it will be a little different. Yes, because it's quite boring. It's quite boring to be assessed by the teacher. So today, you did a really great job. You did write a really great description. So I will give you a chance to check your own friend's writing. Wouldn't it be fun? Wouldn't it be fun to check your friend's writing about how well they wrote and how nice the sentences are? Okay. So I will just give you these checklist. So this checklist can help you to check your friend's writing. So can you see the table? Can you see the table? Yes, there are 3 columns in the table. 3 columns. Yes. So at the first column, you can see What is written at the first column? Okay, Jiyoung. That's right, content. There is content written at the first column. Good job. So what we have to see when we're assessing the friend's content. That's right, Jisun. We have to see how well the description actually talks about the picture. Yes. We have to see how well the text corresponds with the characteristics of picture. Okay, and then at the second column we can see, that's right, form. So when we're talking about form, what we have to see? Yes, we have to check friends, words or grammar, yeah, things like that. And then the final part is, that's great, organization. So for organization, we have to see any examples. Okay, Yongjun. Great, we have to see how well the sentences are connected. Yes, something like, connecting expressions like however, like this. And we can also see how natural the text is. So with this checklist, I will give you 3 more minutes. Yeah, 3 more minutes. So during the 3 more minutes, you have to exchange your text with the pair just next to your pair. Yes, like this. And then let's check how well your friend wrote the picture description based on this checklist and this picture. Alright? So everybody ready? Let's start.